Hey, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show. Thanks for tuning in to the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM. If you're interested in sponsoring my show, you can send me an email to the MikeWagnerShow@gmail.com, or you could also donate to the podcast. Just go to the donate listen site, and you can also donate whatever you like. Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. For those who are interested, Anchor can give you everything you need in one place for free, which you can use right from your phone or computer. We've got creation tools, allows you to record and edit podcasts so it sounds great, and they'll distribute the podcast for you so it can be heard everywhere. Spotify, Apple, Google, many more. And you can make money from the podcast with no minimum listenership. So download the Anchor app for free or go to Anchor FM to get started.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show brings you famous celebrities and amazing people from all over the world. Listen online at themikewagnershow.com and on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. And watch the interview on YouTube. So sit back and relax and enjoy the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget, Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can also check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and YouTube. And yes, you can say hello, and you can be on the YouTube as well. Just subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on YouTube. And of course, we may not see you, but it's also going to be on Radio Public, Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, and more. And also take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device, which is really nice. We're here with a wonderful lady from beautiful Toronto called the Second City. She's one of Canada's premier authorities on life transformation, relationship building, and matchmaking, and she's the owner of Perfect Fit Lifestyle, and she's also been on a number of programs talking about it, and she's matched up with a numerous amount of people with great success and certified by the prestigious Matchmaking Institute of New York. So without any further ado, and a perfect match just for tonight, and ladies and gentlemen, live from the Second City, a perfect match for tonight, Aviva Reimer. Aviva, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you. I have to give you like almost a standing ovation for that kind of introduction. What a fabulous way to come on.
Well, I appreciate it. But
let me stand up and, like.
Oh, there you go. Thank you. I think you're getting everybody to stand up. I don't know if you have any pets around. Maybe they can stand up too. So.
That's fantastic.
Oh, that's amazing. So you're one of Canada's premier authorities on life transformation, relationship building, matchmaking, and certified by prestigious Matchmaking Institute of New York. You're the owner of Perfect Fit Lifestyle. And of course, you have an interesting philosophy. You've been on quite a number of appearances, including ET Canada, on Bravo, Huffington Post, Zoomer, Viva, and more. Of course, you're also a contributing writer, and you basically just improve people's lives and find matches for people. And before we get into all that, tell us how you got started.
Oh, my goodness. Well, the matchmaking just kind of happened without any effort. I grew up in Vancouver, BC. I was born in Europe. I grew up in Vancouver, BC, Canada. And at a very young age, I became a hairstylist and ventured off into doing hair and makeup, freelance, and styling people. And I became the woman that everybody came to for a new look and for my creative eye. And you know how we are, we're therapists in our business. People open up to us, they talk to us about our problems. And I also became someone who actually gave really good advice. And a lot of that advice came from my own personal experiences as well, and just knowing people and being very perceptive. And, we all have our ups and downs. I had some downs too, and which progressed me to starting another business. I had to shut down my salon at some point because I had construction outside for 5.5 months. It was supposed to be 4 days.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I had a little bit of, a rough go at some point, but you know what they say, it's not about winning all the time. It's how many times do you not give up, right?
Uh-huh.
So if somebody knocks you down, you have to kind of get up, dust yourself off, and keep going. That's how you become successful. Don't let anything beat you down. So I started another business. Somebody gave me a really good idea about a business where you have people join each other for dinner, and it was an equal amount of men to women. So I was still styling people. I started working from my own home since I had to shut down my salon, and also working for another establishment. And I'm always juggling things all my life, always doing so many things. And when I got this idea from a friend of mine, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go for it and do it and see what happens. And what I wanted to do is put people together, because I was already transforming people. There was fitness, there was hair and makeup, there was a new image, new look. That then takes you into fashion. You have to finish your look, right? So I have these amazing people, and why not put them together, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up having this high-end wine and dine tour in Vancouver. It was called Viva. Viva means life, to live. And I was on television, and I was successful in that. And then I decided to move to Toronto. So when I moved to Toronto, I because we had a little bit of this is kind of like the fast version, okay?
And no matter what speed, it's fine.
Sorry, nutshell. And, I couldn't really launch it here in Toronto because it's a much bigger city, a bigger scale. Everything is bigger here. So I just reverted back to what I've been doing, transforming people, their looks. I mean, how many people, there's nobody out there that can say that there's someone out there that can step into your life, take a look at you and say, okay, we have to do this, A, B, C, and D, and you're going to look fabulous. Okay, so from head to toe, we change anything and everything, right? Mm-hmm. For the better. Right? And you become this confident being that is loving the skin that you're in, and that translates into energy that people can see and feel, and you start to attract goodness. You start to attract great people. You get a lot more attention from people, all those good things. So finally, when the time was right, I launched the dinner mixers here in Toronto. And at that point, I had two gentlemen come to me and said, Aviva, can you please help me on a personal level? I would like to meet somebody that has the same point of view that you do, that believes in things, that takes good care of herself. And, you have a network of these people. Can you help me? And I thought it was ideal because it was the last piece of the puzzle for me. Mm-hmm. Why put these people together? If you're meeting, we have this term, Jewish people, they have this term that they say schleps. Like if you're a schlep, meaning sloppy, okay.
Mm-hmm. Or schlop, yeah.
Right? And right. You're not taking care of yourself, and it shows when somebody's not taking good care of themselves. What kind of life, would that be, right? So if you already have somebody that is on a whole different level, they don't want to go back and date somebody they used to date that's schleppy.
Right, yeah. Or laziness or desperation. That's just one of the two. You're right.
Yeah, or lazy or set in their ways or lost maybe, or just doesn't know how to get themselves out of a funk. There's so many different components as to why somebody could be in a certain place in their life and not really caring about themselves, right? Mm-hmm. So why not put the people that I'm building, the people that want better, that choose better together? Because now they're on a whole different mind level, emotional level, confidence level. Why not put those people together?
And it sounds like take some psychology involved as well, too. But you did by gut instincts as well.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm not getting into all of that, you know.
Right, exactly.
3 hours. But absolutely, you know, do you know anybody that can step into your life and say, you know what, Mike, I think if we do this, this, and this, you're going to look like a rock star. I mean, I can make you look 200 times better than you look right now.
Seriously.
And what would that feel like for someone, right? So
or some people be like,
I'm that person.
Blown away, yeah.
Kind of like, you know, the movie Hitch. Have you seen Hitch?
I remember that. Will Smith. That was one of my favorites. And he was go around matching up with people. He was very good with people, smooth talking. And then when he got into trouble, it was like he needed somebody to level with him. That was a funny movie. I love Will Smith.
But do you see what he did? He would show men how to get the girl.
Uh-huh.
Whatever it was that they had to improve, physical appearance, the things that they would say, how they would say it. He guided them, you know, he taught them in the process, right?
Mm-hmm.
How to acquire, how to mingle, how to, you know, attract that type of person, right? The right things to do, the wrong things not to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I am a female version of Hitch, but so many different ways.
And some of it doesn't involve money, I'll tell you that.
Well, what I do definitely involves money because you have to, you know, hire the professionals. You have to hire the personal trainer, or you have to pay for a gym membership. You have to pay for new clothes. I mean, you have to be able to choose you first and make investment in yourself. 100%. And you also offer the total package as well. Mm-hmm. Great. Well, the total package.
Okay, great. We'll talk about the total package in just a minute. You listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget, Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition way. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public. Also on iTunes, Google, Apple. And you can subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on YouTube and take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. We're here with Canada's premier matchmaker, Aviva Reimer. She's one of Canada's most prestigious authorities on life transformation, relationship building, matchmaking, owner of Perfect Fit lifestyle as well, too. And we're talking about the total package as we discussed, you know, as in physically, mentally, spiritually, and every aspect you can find. And we're here to talk about the total package and just to make sure everybody's aware. So tell us about the total package.
Well, in my business, you know, I work, I'm very particular about how many clients I take on a year because these are real transformations, and transformations take 6 months to a year, you know, depending on the person. And so it's a process and it takes time. It's a learning curve. It's a journey for sure. And so I choose to work with so many clients per year because I'm very hands-on. And people need that kind of love and that kind of attention, right? Right. That kind of support. So I decided to write my book because there's a lot of coaching in my business. I do a lot of coaching. And I don't want to just help 15, 20 people a year. You know, I wanted to help people on a magnitude because there's so many people out there who are suffering, who are going through tough times, who are going through breakups, who heartache. They don't understand why people do the things that they do. There are people who are coming out of 30-year marriages who reinvent themselves and also meet someone again eventually who've been completely out of the dating game for a long time. And it's a big learning curve, emotionally as well. So I decided to write a book and give people a true perspective of what the world is really all about and what we need to realize. And I share a recipe for them to do exactly that, to realize, to make the right decisions, to focus on themselves, to pull themselves up. And I'm that helping hand in their life through my book. And I give them a step-by-step guide to becoming that total package. And it's not necessarily your appearance when I say total package. It's all about your character, your values, who you are inside, what kind of person that you would want to be, what kind of mark would you want to leave behind, how do you want to be treated by people, how you want to treat people, because this world has become quite ugly.
Oh, yes. I mean, all over the news, there's no question.
The world is ugly. There's all kinds of stuff that we don't even think about. There's so many people that are like this. They go to work. They come home, they cook dinner, they put the kids to bed, they go to bed, they get up, they do it all over again. There's so much that's left out and there's so much that's not thought about. And so I give people a real perspective as to what's really going on and what you need to decide for yourself. And once you decide that, how are you going to change your life for the better so that you do come out on top, so that you don't have regrets. So exactly how to make the right decisions and how to ultimately be happy and create that happiness, that positiveness for yourself. So when it's your turn to leave this world, you can say, you know what? I made the right decisions. I have no regrets. I saved myself. I'm happy.
That is amazing. And what's the name of the book and where can people purchase it?
So it's called Becoming the Total Package. It is on Amazon, on Kindle, Barnes & Noble, everywhere online. Right now you can buy the digital copy for 99 cents because I'm trying to spread like wildfire and help people everywhere for a limited time, probably maybe another week, and then it's going to be, $5.99. And then, of course, the actual book is online as well. It's also on my website on avivareimer.com. And I've been getting enormous amount of emails from people I don't even know saying, I bought your book a week ago. Today I am blown away. And this couldn't have come at a better time. And thank you so much. I really needed this. And I'm, that's my reward. Making a difference.
That is amazing, and how you can transform people as well too. And what are the common months that you have the most clients come in, and the months are just like dry for you?
I find that usually right now it gets a little bit busier. Beginning of the year, people are thinking about the holidays coming and they're trying to, they've been relaxing and enjoying themselves. And now they want to sort of start the year fresh in September when kids go to school. So that it's like a starting point for them. April is also a starting point for people. But, when you're really in a negative place, there's not really a good time to start. Right? It's all about somebody stepping into your life at the right time, or having that support system coming and pulling you out of that negative space and helping you, create something wonderful. But I mean, yes, it definitely is. I find before summer and after summer, January is a little bit slower, I find. There's New Year resolutions, but it's a little bit quiet. People are going away and stuff. But I would say, I'm crazy busy right now. I'm always busy in some aspect, right?
And what are some of the common problems that people come to you about? And what was the most unusual question that you ever encountered?
Oh, my. All kinds. There's all kinds. I've helped people who've had issues in their relationships with their partners where intimacy is involved. maybe because of some issues that have happened when they were younger that are blocks for them. I have worked with people that are coming out of long-term relationships. They're a little bit more mature and they really don't know what to do. I work with people who have been in a negative marriage or relationship and have been emotionally abused, and they don't feel good about themselves, and they don't feel like they're important or worthy, and women in particular, and they're tired of it. They want to change their life. They don't want to be sad anymore, and they take control, and they hire somebody like me to help them make that happen. So I mean, there's all kinds of clients. There's physical transformation. There's but there's always coaching involved. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. I could be personal shopping with somebody, and we can be like finishing their look with clothes after they've just dropped 40 pounds. They have a lot more fun after you drop 40 pounds, right?
Oh, yes.
Fun, right? And then, of course, there's matchmaking clients who are very successful, who've been into their business, and, they're lonely. They want to share that beauty with somebody, right? And they want somebody stable. They want somebody fun, somebody positive on that kind of level. So they come to me because I have the network of those type of people, because this is what I create.
That was amazing. What's like the most unusual quest that you ever had? There's really nothing. It's nothing crazy. I mean, this whole world is crazy. So I can't think of anything that is super unusual that I've had. I mean, if there is, I would never disclose it because it's a very personal and private thing, right? But nothing surprises me, and I'm always eager to help. It doesn't matter what it is, even if it's somebody not feeling comfortable enough sexually or intimately in their relationship, or somebody, that really wants to change their body. I've been in fitness for a very long time. I'm certified. I know exactly what to do to help you, lose weight, look your best fast. Oh, yes, I bet.
Depends how much dedication I'm going to have from you, and how much discipline you're going to show me, and patience, and, everything else. So it's every client, every person is different. Everybody's got a different formula, right? That you have to figure out. Yeah.
That is amazing, too. We'll talk more about the perfect fit and a few other things. You listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking for a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition way. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page, Facebook.com/the Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, also Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google, Apple Play, and Apple. And you can also take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device and subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. We're here with Canada's premier matchmaker, Aviva Reimer. She's one of Canada's premier authorities on life transformation, relationship building, and matchmaking, the owner of Perfect Fit Lifestyle, and also has a book called Becoming the Total Package, and of course the founder of Perfect Fit Elite Lifestyle. And she's also been on ET Canada, Bravo, and writing for the Huffington Post. And how'd you get involved with writing for Huffington Post? You sound like a really good writer.
I've always liked writing when I was a kid in school. I was terrible at math. But I somehow was great at English and science, I think. And geography was horrible, too, for me. But I became a very quick learner at a very young age. And through my own journey, I started to figure things out. So anytime I would break up with a boyfriend or something would happen, I would write my thoughts down and I would write them a goodbye letter.
Mm-hmm. Or it's not you, it's me, the end.
And so what I would do is I would write this letter to the person, and I encourage people to do this actually when they're going through breakup, because it helps a lot. And there's a certain protocol, there's certain things that you should do, but to help yourself. And what I would do is I would share these love letters with my best girlfriends. And they would, the way I would write, I would really make a point.
Uh-huh.
And they would always be in tears by the time I was finished my letters. And they always told me, you are, the way you write, you could write a romance novel and just have everybody in there like this, you know, right into the next page. You're such a good writer. So I think it's just, I write with emotion. And it just comes out of me. So, Huffington Post, I've written for them. Zoomer magazine did also a spread. They came into my house and they wanted to shoot me in my element and in my home. And it's just always turned out, and it's always been fun. And I always love to share.
That is amazing. And what are some of the other projects that you have in the works, like another book or another service, or will you be expanding to another area or anything? No, I think I have enough to do.
Okay. With you. I've done so many things. You know, I have a background in styling, like hair, makeup, and also fitness. I've been certified for a very, very long time. I've been in fitness since the age of 18.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have been a personal shopper. I've put people's wardrobes together for them to finish their looks. I've also helped them design their environment because I'm a very creative being. I'm also a Virgo. Virgos were very detailed, and so I pay attention to the smallest little things, and I have a very, very strong eye. I can hang pictures without a leveler, and it's perfect.
Nice.
See, I'm multifaceted. I love to design, but, you know, I do a lot of different things. It's never boring for me, you know. I could be working with a client in fitness and, you know, the following couple of weeks or what have you, we're doing a makeover with their hair and makeup. And next thing you know, we're going shopping for a new wardrobe. Like, it's fun what I do. I love what I do, and I love to make people happy. That's what's important to me.
That is amazing, too. And do you ever get to watch any TV shows, or were you influenced by anything on TV at an early age that got in your career, like matchmaking, fashion design, or like, say, you know, some kind of improvement or anything like that?
I've always liked books on relationships and psychology from when I was young.
Mm-hmm.
I always liked to learn about people's behaviors. I mean, some of my favorite shows that I like to watch now I can share. But back when I was growing up, I mean, I used to watch Good Times. And
that's a great show. Yes, I love it.
Three's Company.
Mm-hmm. That's one of my faves.
And Charlie's Angels.
Oh, yes. I don't like the remakes, to be honest with you. Keep the originals. Seriously.
Yes. What else did I love to watch? Knight Rider.
Uh-huh. Kit, come here, Kit. We'll shuffle the perfect card for you. A compliment in case something happens.
Yeah, I grew up in the 80s, so I love all that stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, there's so many. Now I'm into thriller, like Criminal Minds, and I love Law and Order. I can sit and watch Law and Order for 9 hours if I want.
Oh my goodness.
So sometimes on a Sunday, I will turn off my phone because I'm with people all the time and I need some me time. I need to re-energize myself and sort of, you know, go quiet. I will spend the whole afternoon in my PJs, drinking tea, cooking, and watching Law and Order.
And there's also chocolate involved in too, I'm sure, with most relationships. There's always chocolate or ice cream.
Sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I gotta stay as a total package myself, right? Have all these ice creams and everything. I mean, I can't. It's a nice treat, but can't do that all the time.
Oh, exactly. I'm sure you tell clients that it's okay to have a treat, but don't indulge too much, they say.
That's right. You know, it's like fitness, consistency, right? But not with food. Like with food, it has to be clean, it has to be consistent and clean. You can have a cheat day. You can have a little something here, but not like a little something every 3 hours or a little something every, yeah.
Oh, exactly. I mean, that's got to be a fun thing. And I have to say this. And just a couple more things. It's been fantastic having you on. I'd like to have you on again, Sue. Who's the consider your biggest influence in your career?
Oh, my. In my career, my biggest influence? You know, I didn't grow up with a mentor. I didn't have that.
Uh-huh.
I had to figure it all out on my own. There was a woman that I counseled with that, you know, always says to me, Aviva, you know, I didn't help you. You helped yourself. I was your sounding board. I think I've met some really great people in my life that stayed with me.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't fortunate enough growing up to have a mentor or someone I looked up to. I literally had to figure it all out. And that's why I am a monster of knowledge now, helping everybody else. Because I never had that. And people don't have that now. There's a lot of people that don't have that. And I want to be that person that steps in and gets them out of whatever they're in.
And it sounds like you do an amazing job as well, too. And in terms of social relationships, do you think they're much easier or much more complex on social media than it was way back when there was no social media?
Way more complex. Way more complex. Very difficult. And, you know, social environments, the being able to touch and feel like somebody's arm, to reassure someone, like this whole movement, Me Too movement,
Oh, yes.
Right. I'm a very, for example, this is just an example, but it's very tough, and it's tough for men now. Men are become even more scared than they've ever been before of women and misinterpretation. Men have trouble, with approaching women already as it is. A lot of men, not all men, nobody wants to be rejected. Men don't like to be rejected. They don't want to approach. So the gap is becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. The new generations, my children are 26, 28, very difficult for them because there's such a disconnect with social media and technology. Chivalry is really hard to grasp for these young kids now. They really have to be taught by their parents for it to be able to spill over into the other generations. So it's definitely impacting us on a huge level, and it's really up to us to try to keep that close, keep the interaction, keep the old school values between people, the courtship, somebody asked me once, and I asked this question now, if you had a choice, if you wanted to live in which era would you want to live in? Would you want to be in the future? Would you want to be in the past, and where? And I always say, I want to live in 18th century or something like that.
Oh, really? Why is that?
Because men and women, men used to write I'm a hopeless romantic. Men would write love letters to their, woman of interest. There would be such a courtship. It was so romantic. It was so chivalrous. It was so warm. Now, you want to push a button or swipe left or swipe right. And it's just so impersonal, right?
Uh-huh.
And it's very hard for people to connect on that level or even read somebody.
Uh-huh.
So,
and of course, mannerisms, too, is also has, in my thought, is that it has gone by the wayside, and it's important to teach the new generation the proper manners. You know, please, thank you, open doors, and car doors especially, too. It's just like, that seems to be a pretty much lost art. And, has that been emphasized in your total package?
That's right. Yes. It's like a bad virus that's spreading. And men are more scared. They don't want to do the work anymore. We're being so conditioned to just move on so quickly and just let go of things so quickly versus fighting for what we want.
Uh-huh.
Fighting for that love, right? And now, because of all these fears, because of such disconnect, now women are also making themselves available in such an easy way that they're just putting it out there because, I'm speaking mostly about the younger generations, right?
Uh-huh.
They're putting themselves out there very easily, like they're so attainable because this one's not going to put out, the next one will, type of thing. Men's mentality, and they don't want to do the work, right? So we have to keep some of that old school tradition, that chivalry between men and women, and because we are different. We both need different things, and that'll never change.
Mm-hmm. And that's where you come in with a total package and tell everybody all about once again.
And guidance.
Yes, total package and guidance. That's another thing you put on there. Total package and guidance.
That's right. My book is a self-help book. And it teaches people the right perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And there is several, like this. It's kind of like it's a learning curve in the first part of the book. I mean, the whole book is a learning curve, right? You get it. You do get it. But the second part of the book, we talk about relationships, rules of engagement, what's right, what's not right, how to go about it, why. So people that really understand the logic behind what we're doing, and they can apply it to themselves and win every time, right?
Mm-hmm.
The right way.
That is amazing too. And of course, just lastly, what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
Say yes, be open, and do whatever you can to fix whatever is broken while you have time.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing, too. And just wanted to say one more thing, Aviva. You've been a fantastic guest. Thank you very much for your time. Looking forward to having you on again soon. Once again, tell everybody what's your book and what's your website and how do people contact you?
Okay, so my website is avivareimer.com. The book is called Becoming the Total Package. It's available on my website and on Amazon if you search for Becoming the Total Package. There's also a journal that you can get if you like to journal, put your thoughts down. And all you really need to do is Google my name, Aviva Reimer, and you'll find everything you need and a way to contact me. And I'm very accessible.
That is amazing, too. And I just want to say, Aviva, you've been fantastic. We thank you for your time. Looking forward to having you on again soon. And please do us a favor and keep us up to date.
Thank you so much, Mike.
Thanks for listening to The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Listen online at themikewagnershow.com and on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. And watch the interview on YouTube. Also, become a sponsor of the program or donate today at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again tomorrow for another episode of The Mike Wagner Show.